Let's go to the NBA next, where the King of the Court promotion is back, courtesy of DraftKings. Reminder, you bet $5 on any player prop market, points, threes, assists, rebounds, etc. using the King of the Court token. If that player leads all NBA players in total points, rebounds, and assists that night, you and everyone who picked them will split a $1 million bonus bet pool. Let's take a closer look at our projections and see who Dave likes for tonight.
Yep, so we'll start with our top three overall, as we always do. Big surprise, Luka leads the board tonight. We'll say it's a little bit lower of a projection than we've seen from him recently. Maybe something to read into, maybe not. He has been under 50 PRA in his last 3 games. A little bit notable since every King of the Court winner so far has cleared that mark. Still, model does love him tonight, 32.5 points, which would lead the slate, 8.1 assists, second highest on the night. Obviously, very real ceiling against pretty much anybody, including Denver. Just kind of feels like lately we're seeing a bit more high floor Luka than the nuclear performances. Granted, he is so well-rounded, he doesn't necessarily need to score 40 points to really stuff the stat sheet and hit this. I mean, a 30-point night with his usual output in the other categories could put him very close. So he's always a threat. But, me personally, I'm just never going to go with the favorite here. So we'll go down the board to the next one. Second overall, James Harden getting the Bulls. Might be Luka's biggest threat, according to projections, although nominal discrepancy between him and the next player, Anthony Edwards. Harden's coming off of a 52 PR game against the Wizards. Back-to-back 30-point games with Leonard out. Kind of notable, he did that while going 2 from 17 from 3 in that span. So if he could, find that stroke a little bit better, he could really push the ceiling tonight. His 4 biggest PRA games this season, 52, 56, 65, and 66. Notably, all came in a 2-week November stretch when Kawhi Leonard was not playing. So maybe starting the beginning of another run here without Kawhi where he stuffs the stat sheet. So maybe possible triple-double play here. He's got a pretty good matchup against the Bulls defense. Third overall, Anthony Edwards versus the Jazz, 41.1 PRA. We've seen him win King of the Court the last time he was projected third, $108 bonus bet that night. Smashed his projection in the past game, 55 points, 62 PRA. His profile is very scoring driven. He's a top 5 scorer in the league, but he doesn't really stack up rebounds and assists. He is outside the top 60 in both of those categories. So, like I said, it hasn't stopped him from winning before. He did win on December 2nd when we had him in third, but it was with 44 points. He pretty much needs an absolutely nuclear scoring performance to do this. Not nuclear, but, a very high upside performance. Gets a great matchup with the Jazz, pretty much the best in the league. When you're chasing upside like this, dead last in points allowed, assists allowed, and threes allowed. That is over the course of the entire season and over their past 7 games. So it's held strong pretty much all year. He's got just one 35-point game since Christmas, but he just had that big game the other night. So maybe he himself is starting another heater here. Since he pretty much needs a big scoring night, I would probably just play him for like 35 or 40 plus, depending on the odds, as your entry play. Moving to the long shots, we're going to go back to Jamal Murray. He was in here last time. He's still 5th overall in projections at 39.2 PRA, so he's still pretty high. He's listed as probable with illness and knee inflammation, but not questionable. He is probable, so he should play. Coming off a 51 PRA game, narrowly missed the crown when we had him here last time. He had 46. It was LeBron with 50. He's posting his career best numbers across the board this season, so no reason to think he won't continue tonight. Might see a little Luka Jamal Murray shootout here, which could just propel him to an even better outing than he would normally have. Notably, the Lakers have allowed 28.1 points, 4.5 made threes per game to guards over their last 7. So a pretty good environment for Murray's upside. I'd probably target plus money threes or assists for him if you are riding with him. And then finally, we'll go back to that same matchup against the Jazz with Julius Randle. He's not as scoring centric as Anthony Edwards, but he brings a more balanced profile. He's got 2 triple doubles this season. He can put up double-digit rebounds, occasionally in assists. He's logged 7 30-point games this year. Just had one of his, I think, his best scoring night with 39 points on Friday. So he certainly has the upside. He's getting that great matchup with Utah, who notably gave him one of those triple doubles that he had this year. He did only score 19 points in both of his triple doubles, so it might come at a bit of a hit to his scoring. But, a couple more buckets, and that puts you over the 50 PRA threshold and in position for the crown. If you're playing him, I might just sprinkle his triple double as the entry play.
I like it. Okay. I just I feel like this king of the court, we got to get Luka out of these Tuesdays.
Yeah, seriously.
It makes this so much harder for me because I'm just like, yeah, Luka's going to play and do his Luka thing and it's over. And I'm going to get a 90-cent bonus bet,
Yeah, it's tough. I really don't like to go with the favorites. Sometimes it might be a little safer if you just like to get a little bonus bet, feel the rush of winning something and move on. But I like to go for the long shots. Like, we're trying to find targets here too, different angles to attack. Last week, I went with Şengün. He did not get it, but I called out his matchup with the Bulls, particularly for assists, as being the target. He was our highest projected center for assists. He scored 11. He maxed his ladder. It was 13 plus 1320 for that. That was the entry play I used. So he didn't win the crown, but I won a plus 1320 straight bet by looking for the ways to attack this. So, we're finding other ways to do this, even if you're not getting the bonus or playing all 5 of these guys, which you can only play one. There are more ways to use this. So that's what we're trying to do ultimately.
Very good point. Yeah. Find the value in the player props that the model identifies, that Dave helps curate for us without needing to go toe to toe with Luka Doncic and get the win.